What's up, everybody? Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and we're in Oxnard, California to tell you guys a little bit more about the DRAGG program. What is a DRAGG program? Well, it's basically a program that stands for Drag Racing Against Gangs and Graffiti. The program started by a couple officers here in Oxnard, basically to keep kids off the streets, get them into the shop here, keep them wrenching, teach them some cool stuff, and even get them some credits for school and even a few scholarships. Now, we're happy to actually be a part of this program. AmericanMuscle.com is sponsoring a couple of their cars. So we're gonna show you some of the cars. We're gonna introduce you to some of the kids. But first, let's talk to the officers who started this program to give you a little backstory on DRAGG. Before we talk about how the DRAGG program got started, why don't we talk about how you two linked up?
Well, I mean, first, we're born and raised here in the city of Oxnard, so we went to rival high schools.
Okay.
Didn't really know each other then, but we ended up getting hired at the Oxnard Police Department right about the same time, 96, 97. Did patrol together, and then several years later, we both got onto our SWAT team, and that's where we got a lot of our gang exposure, talking to a lot of the kids and youth in our community.
You know, working together in a car, you see a lot of challenges out there for our youth, and you know, we always thought there's got to be a better way than just arresting the child out of that situation. So we thought, let's put together a program. We'll call it DRAGG, Drag Racing Against Gangs and Graffiti. Gangs and graffiti being our challenges in the city, and kind of putting a spin on where kids can come in, work on projects, you know, get a skill set in the automotive industry, and basically just keep them away from the negative, dysfunctional activity out there on the streets. Cool. And it's worked.
And so fast forward 2015 now, you guys have been doing this how many years now?
Well, 2008 we kind of came up with the idea.
Okay.
2010 is when we acquired the car. So 2011, first operating class, and we were about 10 students. 5 graduations later, over 100 students, over 30, 40 kids in college, and many internships and job opportunities out there that have been a success story for some of our students.
That's impressive.
We're gonna jack the rear up real quick and then we get it on a little bit.
Sounds like we got an exhaust leak pulling the car into the trailer at SEMA. Probably just a simple tighten up job, but we'll get it up in the air and take a look. All right, so we're here with some students from the DRAGG program. Mario, my buddy, the AM fan here, of course, Miguel and Eddie. Now, actually, Mario and Miguel, you're still in the program, correct? You're seniors this year, and Eddie, you graduated last year? Now, Mario, you're a big fan of Mustangs, right?
Yes, sir, all the way.
What's your favorite part about being in the DRAGG program?
Well, you know, we get to explore, we get to like learn new things, we get hands-on experiences with everything we do, you know? And
nice.
Then you get some nice collaboration time with your mates.
My part that I like the most would be actually working on the cars, not just looking at them, and actually being able to touch the cars, getting dirty, the cars, the people. It's a big family.
That's awesome, man. Now, Eddie, you graduated last year. I mean, looking back on it, what was your favorite part?
Running in my own team and working with them and all that.
How was this, like, kind of gave you some tools to move forward and do some stuff outside
Well,
of here?
honestly, like every other day possibly, I always go out and like help out my friends with their cars.
So this thing is turning into opportunities,
Yes,
this DRAGG
definitely,
program.
it's opened some doors.
All right, so we're here with Mr. C, the main instructor and the only instructor here at DRAGG. So how did the guys over at DRAGG get you involved?
They mentioned the program, so I went over to see the program. It was such a neat program. I saw such huge possibilities with it, with the students, that decided to get involved in it and just stay with it ever since.
So you've seen a lot of kids come and go through here now.
We've seen quite a few, yet we still keep in contact with quite a few of them. It becomes a big family.
I see you smiling when you say that, though. It seems like you really do enjoy
They're
it.
good people. Let the hang. Move this thing forward about. Okay.
Best guy out there, honestly. He's always bright. He gets on our butts about everything. We just have to work hard to be on his side and all that.
You gotta really care about them. You have to really care. If you don't care, they can see it.
Just follow the line here on the yep. Just to kind of even it up with that. Nice and easy. High five. Good job.
We had a student that came to us, had gotten in trouble doing graffiti, had ended up having the family owe thousands of dollars in restitution. Comes in, ends up being one of our top students. He gets a scholarship, he gets a job offer from our auto body shop. And then at the end, the city came and said, you know what, because you've done so well, you're not gonna have to pay the restitution. So, you know, we look up and the mom's in the background crying.
To have a family and change the dynamics with the family and the child and the student and have them do better things out in life, that's a huge reward.
What's your vision for this thing moving forward?
Wow, you know, a law enforcement agency out there that you know, has a neighborhood, a community of kids that need better things to do. That's where it starts.
Yeah, ultimately, you want to see DRAGG and then whatever department it is or whatever city it's in throughout the nation. So we're just happy to be able to share it with them and get them to go faster with it.
Cool, man. And American Muscle, we're happy to share your story because honestly what you guys are doing is awesome. I can't say that enough. I mean, you guys are making a difference and that's really cool. So keep it up, guys. We're going to keep throwing parts at you guys, but in addition, we're going to, of course, make a donation to you guys as well. So just we want to see you keep doing what you're doing, guys.
Much
so,
appreciated.
All right, man.
Thank you, sir.
Keep up the good work. All right.
All right.
Well, guys, that's going to wrap us up here from the DRAGG program in Oxnard, California. We want to thank Sergeant Charles, Sergeant Dan for showing us around, all the students here. We had an absolute blast, but now it's time to get back to AM. So let's let her rip. And for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.